Y'all, I can't remember if I did a collective message last or an ancestor message. I don't know. Anywho, let's figure this shit out together. Yeah, let's use this deck because it kept looking at me and I was looking at it and it was looking at me. So let's see. I really feel like during this time, this is a very random message for whoever it's for, but I feel like you are attracting a lot of married people. So either you are married yourself and you're going to notice that a lot of married people are all of a sudden attracted to you because you're married, or you're single and all the married taken people just feel like they don't want to miss the opportunity of experiencing you or having you, and so they're pretending to be single when they meet you. I don't know why I'm getting this message, just so random. So I don't know if this is a collective message or this is a money message. If it's a money message, these may be like married people that have money. And maybe it's someone showing up in your showing up in your money reading because like they have a lot of money, they're very successful, and they want to be with you or something like that. So take how it resonates. Welcome back to my channel, new and returning subscribers. Today is all about either it's money messages or collective messages. We'll see what comes out along the way. For those of you that don't know, every day there is something new for you here on the channel. So if it resonates with you, join the tribe. But more importantly, click the like button and comment down below. All right, Spirit, let's talk about it. So I feel like you are healing, like you are in this healing energy, you're in this comforted energy. A lot of angels are surrounding you, and whatever the sadness it is that you are feeling, I feel like the angels are cheering you up by having anybody, whether they're taken or non-taken, just kind of give you compliments, let you know that you still got it, no matter what age you're at. You're still attractive. You still can pull people at the grocery store. You know, that you're important. And so it could be a very serious time for you, but this is like a resurrection. Sometimes when you've been in the slumps too long, or you've been holding on to heartbreak for a very long time, we got to resuscitate you. You know what I'm saying? We got to be like, ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, we got to bring you up out of that anxiety by getting you used to people just hitting on you or asking you for your number or telling you that you're beautiful, handsome, whatever. And the more you're accustomed to it, the more you're like, my life isn't over. You know, the more you start to feel this awakening or whatever. And so even though you may be giving people the side eye or the bombastic side eye, I feel like it's not really about you taking action or you actually going the distance with these connections or these people. Is more or less about the angels trying to let you know, look at how beautiful you are. Look how many people want you. That type of vibe. So if that's you, we're gonna talk about it. You know, just let you know just how much you're loved. And this doesn't have to be your forever person, but it is nice to feel desired, attractive, and wanted. You know what I'm saying? It does feel good. Even if you say you don't want it, it does feel nice. So we have making plans. I've been making plans. Growth potential. I've been making plans for you. Sometimes you need someone to come in and help you walk through a door that you may be standing at. It's like one door has closed. You're in the middle between the next door and the past door. And the door to the next room has been opened, but you haven't walked through it. And so somebody got to come and get your ass. That's what I'm getting. Okay, collect. Someone has to come and get you, walk through it a little bit, reach out their hand. You take their hand, and so you can go through this door. Because your ass just, as many times the spirit been saying, like, it's your time, it's your time, it's your season, it's your time. You waiting on the door to open. And it's been there. The door has been in front of you. Maybe you just needed to turn the knob and walk through that bitch, you know? But you like, it's not open, so I don't know if I'm supposed to go through that bitch. And Spirit's like, yes, go through it. The other door's closed. You just standing in the foyer. Somebody could have a foyer. If you stand in the foyer right now, confirmation. Anyway, you standing in the foyer between the past and waiting on the next door to open. It's like, curiosity would tell you, let me try and see if all these doors open. Let me just take it upon myself to twist the knob and see if it's going to open. Not assume that it's locked because it ain't already open for you. And so I feel like that's kind of what was happening. And so Spirit had to send someone to open the door for you, because they can't make you walk through it, but they can offer you an opportunity. And sometimes the opportunity comes in the form of, hey, how you doing? I see you standing outside that door. You want to come in? And it's like, I don't know. What's over there? Can you give me a little heads up? Spirit's like, no. I'm making plans. I can't tell you everything. Fuck. That's that stubborn energy. Okay, so chart your course with intention. The future is yours to design and navigate. See? So Spirit is allowing you to design it and you to navigate it, not that dictate it for you or control you. Embrace change to unlock full potential and flourish. Yeah, so it's outside of your comfort zone. It's outside of your norm. And nobody can shield you from what comes with the door that you walk through. So you have to make sure that it's the door that you want to go through, that you want to, embrace. Essentially, it's up to you, boo. What you gonna do? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Let me behave. There's something about this card that's intriguing me. Because on this side, it's more confident, right? And it says you have many options, so take your time to choose what's right. And you're out of this phase of taking time to choose what's right, because every time you wait to try to choose what's right, you don't make a move. And so it's coming up this way, because if you know that you made the plan, you wouldn't have to doubt that you're supposed to go through the door, right? But if you don't make the plan, then you don't know what it is you're doing. And that's why Spirit is saying the reason why we don't make plans for you and do the work for you is because your personality type, your characteristics, your traits prevent you from feeling comfortable taking risks that you don't know if you're supposed to be taking. You see what I'm saying? And so essentially, it's like, okay, did you intend to move forward with your life? Did you intend to walk through a new path? Did you intend? And if you intended, then what you scared of? And so that's kind of what I'm getting right now. All right, let's see what's coming. Because that just gave me a fucking headache. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay thee down. Yikes. Oh man. So it's not up to you to take the action. So it's something, I don't know, man. I do know, but I don't know in your energy. So this whoever this message is for, I don't fucking know. In your energy, I don't know. I just don't know, man. For those of y'all that don't know, TT here. I'm your friendly psychic medium here on YouTube. So what you see me going through right now is I am processing the feelings and the emotions and the energy is passing through my body. Okay, there's an impression that I feel. And so you're going to see me kind of have a whoopee moment where I will take on the personality traits of whatever energy I'm feeling, because I deeply feel these things. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about, but the energy, it's not anxiety. It's a fear of failure, but it's not anxiety though. Like, you want to be successful. You want to know 110%. My ear is hot. You want to know 110% that something's going to be successful, and you're not going to take a L. You're not going to fail. Even when you make plans, you're supposed to make space for failure. Not failure that it will fail, but failure as in, I'm aware it's going to come. And when it does come, I will be able to alchemize it to work in my favor. So in this phase of your life, you're supposed to be mastering how to alchemize negative experience to work in your favor. Not resisting the experience in itself, or feeling disempowered because you are not just seeing everything. You're supposed to see the positive and the silver lining and see things sunny side up and not feel defeated in the process of adversity. Yeah, you're supposed to be like, oh, okay. There's been a little bit too much sugar where I know I can balance out that taste. I put a little too much sugar, or there's been a little too much sugar, but I can balance that taste out by adding some salt, because salt and sugar go hand in hand. And so it's supposed to, the negative experience is supposed to unlock something in yourself that still makes you successful. Even though it was intended to make you fail, it's supposed to help you, unlock more and more about yourself. And that's the manipulation you're supposed to be mastering. I see you mastering it. And so the negative emotion that comes from the 5 of Cups, before you can make something of it, you have to allow it to hurt. Okay? The less that you know about who's going to betray you and how they're going to do it, the more you're surprised, and the more you're surprised about this new betrayal. Iron sharpens iron, and so you keep getting better and better and better at something. And so if you're exhausted, or you don't want to have to go through those experiences at all, and so maybe you avoid it because you don't want that attention coming to yourself. With the 5 of Swords in reverse, it's like that's the only defeat that you can actually feel, is the one where you don't allow the negativity to develop your fullest potential. Yeah, this is this is a message that you have. If you can embrace what comes with the territory of a situation, what comes with the territory of mastering alchemy of negativity, you're going to attract a lot of manipulative people that's going to want to get away with stuff. And as much as you may not want to have to deal with that, that's a confirmation that you're learning about how to alchemize negative things into positive things and make it work for you. You just don't like it, but it's going to help you unlock your full potential, because new levels come with new devils, and you need to know how to bibbity boppity boop. And some of y'all grew up in households that they stay hating on. Your biggest haters are the people from your hometown, you know. And the reason why the person's closest to you, like your mother, your father, your siblings, your cousins, all had to do that, was to help you grow, reach your full potential, so you could soar, fly higher, go to new levels and new heights. They were preparing you for fame. They were preparing you for industries. They were preparing you for alchemy, being a master alchemist. And so that's how you should know that you are not a victim. I feel like Spirit is giving you advice right now, or they're telling you to get some advice. You're going to have an aha moment. It ain't click yet. Seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from wisdom offered by others. So maybe this reading is offering you some wisdom. Maybe you don't want to receive it. Maybe it's like everything I say, you over there like, I don't know. Girl, guy, get out your way. Four of Pentacles. The advice is not always going to sound pretty, and it's not always going to sound like it makes sense. It's not meant to make sense, because that's your part. The advice is going to be exactly what it is. So, hypothetically speaking, if I tell you in this reading that a married person come to you and you like, oh, I don't deal with married people, I shouldn't talk to that person, you're going to look at me crazy when I tell you, talk to that married person. Let them spend all their money on you. Do everything that they want to do. And you're going to be like, why would you tell me to do something like that? That's not divine. That's not godly. The reason why is because you believe on some level that it's your responsibility to save other people from themselves. And as long as you believe that, you're going to take that same belief system into your next level of success, and you're going to internalize everyone else's choices as your own. And then it'll have you looking at yourself differently. Losing yourself in the game. Losing yourself in the process. You don't know what rooms and what spaces you're being prepared for, or why you're even chosen to sit at that table. Okay? Maybe you're meant to record. Maybe you're meant to be an observer, a witness. Maybe you're meant to bear it. You don't know. So that's why I said advice sometimes from a spiritual context can make no sense to you. The question is, if you don't like the advice and you feel like it doesn't make sense, then maybe it's a confirmation for you to start taking your own advice, especially if you feel like you can't trust anyone else's but your own. Then get more intentional about what you're asking for, so you don't have to blame Tom, Dick, or Harry for why you end up in a situation. That's the vibe that it's giving me. You know, are we playing to win, or are we playing to lose? It's very simple. But you can't spend all day sitting there and trying to convince you of if it's worth it. And then you go back to your small living, small town, small mind reality, and then you're unhappy in that situation because you feel like something's missing. I don't know what to tell you, whoever it is, because you're disappointed. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Comforts are safety to a full. I like my comfort foods, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm being honest, it ain't never fucking did me no good, even though it makes me feel comfortable. It always tastes good while it's going down. But the digesting part, fuck. You be bloated, gassy, uncomfortable, and just regretting the whole experience. And so, same thing here. This is saying you're comfortable with what you know, and so you seek to salvage it. It could be comforts at a job because that's what you know. You're able to, I know for a surety I'm able to save at least 4 coins. Even though I may have to spend everything else, I can guarantee that it makes me feel safe. And so I take my little 4 coins and I ride it out as long as I can until the wheels fall off. And then one day you have this epiphany where you're like, fuck, I am so mad. Why did I just settle for these 4 coins? The reason why you keep having these types of lessons repetitively is because you're afraid of going outside of your comfort zone. And so standing in the waiting room or the foyer of your past and your future seems safe and comfortable. And spirit gonna let you stand in that foyer and wither away. Because whatever is coming towards you, you don't like it. You don't like the options. You're unsatisfied. Yep, then you go into this thing of, then I see you going into this thing of unconditionally, I'm gonna unconditionally love someone and make it better. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna unconditionally love them and turn all their negatives into positives. And this is why you're good at it, because y'all be staying in unhealthy relationships and constantly using all your alchemy ability to see the positive in some fucked up person. Shitty ass relationship, shitty ass marriage or whatever. And it's like that's what you do. We're having pain, turn it into something good. Never really gonna be able to control this person's actions, and so you can't take initiative, you can't do anything, you're at the mercy of this person. But at least you don't have to worry about not having your little corner. Something about your little corner, your little cubicle, your little space. Princess of Wands. Have you lost interest in something? Something is not what it used to be. Something has really changed. Something has shifted. Something is not what it used to be. Not how it used to be. I feel like you're going through a grieving process. You just don't know what's on the other side. So I'll say like in the next 7 months. In the next 7 months, you'll have another awakening. I feel like in the next 7 months, you'll have another awakening of how many months you've lost with this person, how much time you lost, and then you'll go back to sleep. And so it's like I'm gonna say like every 4 to 6 months. On the 6th month, you're gonna have like this epiphany, and then this person's gonna, let's salvage it, let's fix it. 10 of Pentacles. But with every cycle, you're going to start realizing like you're going to be able to time it like clockwork. I was asleep. I was asleep for like 6 months, and on the 7th month I woke up. This person's lying to me, and then they put you back under a spell, and then you go back to sleep. So every 7 months you're going to have an opportunity. You're going to wake up, and you're going to want to get out, and they're going to put you back to sleep. And on the 6th month, you're going to notice that you don't, it's like constantly waking up like, how did I get here? Amnesia. How did I get here? What am I doing? And that's a part of they're telling you to like to start journaling so you can keep track of things, because this person is erasing your memory. Yeah. They're erasing your memory. But your torturer is meant to be your redemption. Your redeemer. And so understanding the nature of the creature, understanding the mastermind, eventually you'll start putting this person to sleep before they could put you to sleep. But it's gonna take you a couple go rounds for you to become aware of what's really, really happening. It's gonna take a minute, you know. You may even be aware, but it's gonna take a minute for this not to work on you no more. For the lies not to work on you. For the deception not to work on you. Okay. I do see you meeting someone and them dating and investing in you and showing you different and showing you better when you're lonely. And that, I see that person taking a big sacrifice and a loss for you. And that the way you felt for this person is going to shake you to your core. And this person will never be able to put you under a spell again. You won't be keeping this person misery's company anymore. So you got some ways to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the 10 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Pentacles. One thing this person is going to teach you is your full potential on every level of consciousness, on every dimension. And you're going to get smarter, sharper, faster, wiser. This person turns people wiser. The best way I could describe it is this person makes you wiser. Really, what's happening with this person, you're aging at a rapid rate because you're dying every day. And that aging process that you're experiencing makes you wiser, because every time they have to put you under a spell or an illusion, they're performing a new trick in their bag. So the reason why you don't see it or you feel like it's different is because every day is a new trick. Every day is something different. They know how to make you, convince you that it's you and not them, that you're the problem and not them. And so they're gonna fuck your head up really good, and then you're gonna die and grieve, and you're gonna be reborn every day. And then eventually the rabbit will have the gun, and you will stand 10 toes down. Someone got a praying mama. Welcome all the smoke. Shh, shh. Mama, pray for me so I won't fold. Walking 10 toes. I get paranoid, but nobody knows. Yeah. There's something you gotta like see on your own. That's what I'm seeing here. Every 4 to 6 months, I'm telling you, this goes like clockwork. And this person gonna start coming unhinged, and when they start coming unraveled, and they feel like you're getting wittier and wiser, and you are, it's like they gonna start getting that's when they become irritated. Knight of Swords. They start talking to you. They start acting like you're disposable. Stop talking to you. Knight of Swords. They snapping on you. Yeah, accusing you of all these things, and you just like, And that's because you got them hangman. You got them right where you want them. You got them in their position, and they're unsuccessful. And it ain't working on you because you know their secrets. And this person gonna be like, how? How did you find out? Because you getting advice. Your light bulb is light bulbing. Wherever you getting advice from, it's hard to fucking swindle you. So let's get your closing message. I get paranoid, but nobody knows. Anxiety. They know how to put your mind at ease. Yeah, this person gonna teach you how to tame a demon. Now, the only thing about taming demons is if you think that you're gonna tame it and it's gonna act right, no. Consider it like something that's very instinctual. A creature. When you stop feeding the creature or maintaining a level of dominance over the creature will consume you. So you got to keep that creature working. You got to work the creature. For the creature alert. Says release resentment about money. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentment about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. And I think if this person you're in a relationship with is like a provider of some sort, insert problem here. And you will remain liberated from your circumstances. All right. Sprinkle. Try to add a little razzle dazzle. All right, y'all. Love y'all. See you in the next one. TT out.